On the grid now then, the over 600cc two-wheel drive cars, and on the second row there, number 100 Gary Baker, the car that you'll recall caught fire in our first round. He's now fully recovered, and so is the car, fighting fit on the second row. In the centre of the front row, number 227, that's Ross Browning with the camera on board. To his right, he has Ivan Moakes, number 119, and Colin Claxton's front-wheel drive Fiesta on the outside of the front row. But I got it wrong on the first round. Can I get it right this time? I still think the driver to watch in this race is right down on the back row of the grid, number 15, in yellow Porsche of Bob Gibson. Let's see what happens as the lights go green, and Ross Browning, with trying conditions underfoot, makes a very good start. And indeed it is Ross Browning that heads the pack up towards Paddock Bend for the first time. And coming through on the inside there, the Group A Sierra Cosworth 500 of Trevor Reeves. Trevor Reeves making a superb start to come into second place, but they're sorting themselves. Bob Smith going all over the place as they literally tumble downhill, as Ivan Moakes in 119 comes through into the lead ahead of number 3 Trevor Reeves. Trevor Reeves drifting wide as they go up Halewood Hill, and I think the escort of Ross Browning is going to sneak through on the inside here. No, he can't, and in fact he has to. Is he going to do it? I don't think he can. The rest of the field coming through there, but a big lead at the moment for Ivan Moakes from Chatham in the Popular Motors escort. Ivan leading away as they come along the knife edge. We can indeed see that it is Ross Browning up into second place now ahead of Trevor Reeves, as we see Ross. Now Ross Browning going over the top of Poppy's Drop, leading clearly now Trevor Reeves, who's coming under close attention from number 100 Gary Baker. Gary Baker there with the rear-wheel drive Fiesta with that rear wing on the back, ahead of Colin Claxton, and the rest of the field pouring through. We can see Gibson making up a few places, but Rob Gibson really hasn't caught up the way that I thought that he would. It is Rob Gibson in the yellow Porsche, but there's our race leader, 119, Ivan Moakes, going down, tumble downhill for the second time. Still Ross Browning in place, Trevor Reeves drifting very wide there, and that I think has allowed Gary Baker through into third place. Trevor just rejoining in front of Colin Claxton as they all go down into the notorious S's. Still Gary Baker holding off the attention of Trevor Reeves. Colin Claxton from Cambridge in the front-wheel drive Fiesta, but up front it is still Ivan Moakes from Ross Browning, although Ross is surely closing as Claxton comes through. The ex-autographs are getting through on the inside of Trevor Reeves, Sierra Cosworth 500. Trevor, who's had a good run in Europe last year with this car, but there's Ivan Moakes, our leader, and you can see that Ross Browning is indeed closing. Ross Browning closing, and well, Ross trying very hard to do all that he can there, as you can see, working hard inside the cockpit, and indeed is closing in on Ivan Moakes as they go down the Cooper Straight, down through the gears, flick left and right and uphill through the chicane, and the battle for the lead getting very intense now, and Ross Browning has really got Ivan Moakes in his sights. Only about 3-4 cars lengths between them, not too far away behind them is the third place driver, but it's Ross Browning using every inch of the ransack circuit as he goes down into the S's. See the yellow mark on the steering wheel denotes when the car is pointing straight ahead, and Mark. And you can see Ross Browning there still in second place though, with 100 Gary Baker closing right in. Gary having a look for that second place, and in fact I think indeed Ross Browning is having to worry a little bit more about that man behind him, and that's allowing 119 Ivan Moakes to pull well clear as they come along the knife edge for the last time, and it's to be a good win here for Ivan Moakes in car number 119, the 2-litre escort, winning there from this man. Ross Browning takes second place as they decelerate to come round over Hoppy's Drop. There you see our winner of race 2 this afternoon, 119 Ivan Moakes from the Popular Motors team of Strood, taking the Rally Master escort to victory.
Ross Browning's driving our Formula B camera car, and of course so far we've only seen the action over his shoulder. But how's he finding this Brands Hatch circuit?
Well, it's very wet out there, and with the rear-wheel drive of the Escort, it's very sticky going. But it's improving as the weather conditions.
You'd prefer it to dry out a bit for the car and yourself?
Very much so, very much.
Are you enjoying the racing?
Very much so, yeah, it's very good. I didn't get on too well in the first heat, but the second one's gone a little bit better, so at least I made the final this time.
You've got the added burden, of course. You've got a camera inside, so we can see everything you're doing, including your mistakes.
Yeah, I'm finding that a little bit tricky, actually, at the moment, because I've never had one before. And
does it put extra pressure on you?
I think it does, yeah. I'm sure it does. I feel it, you know.
How confident are you that you can do well here? Because it's a difficult circuit, you've got some tough opposition.
Well, I've had plenty of practice here, so with a bit of luck, if it stays dry, I should be up there at the end.
We shall see.